Hello guys, I'm Felipe Astini. I'm the former B8 coach, also Midas Club, Furia, and so on. I've made so far one video on my YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe, to like the videos. That was an analysis of IG when they were 5-0 in the Chinese region and they won the major. So yeah, worth doing, I guess. I was really impressed by the way they were playing, and yeah, they played up to it and won the major. I'm also the guy that won 30k by betting 8 in the major, betting Thunder Predator, because, well, I trusted a bit my region. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about my region again, or for the first time actually. Yeah. So we have in South America here Infamous Gaming against Beastcoast. It was a bet of 3 where the 3 games were played, and Infamous took Beastcoast down. They were the underdogs. People were surprised by this result, and I honestly also was, because looking at the drafts, I'd say game 3 Infamous should have won and they made it, but game 1 I was expecting actually Infamous to win, and game 2 I was expecting Beastcoast to win. And then I want to look a bit at the drafts, and especially on the gameplay and how I believe it should have been played. Of course, it's just my opinion. I'm a former coach. I haven't drafted professionally since B8 second game on DPC when I left the team. And yeah, so I might not be so up to date with the game. But it's nice also to see on the comments what do you guys think, if you have a different opinion, if you guys agree with it. So I'm gonna go through and comment about the 3 games. And yeah, guys, I've played them sometimes. I'm also the guy that drafted here on the day we had 9 tiebreakers, like the infinite tiebreakers with Infamous, with Beastcoast, where we already had played Beastcoast 2-0 here. We lost 2-0 to Infamous, and then we beat Beastcoast, lose to Infamous, beat Beastcoast, lose to Infamous, blah blah blah. Of course, it was not the same Infamous, just was Papita drafting. Okay. So back to the draft, or finally starting with the draft. I'm gonna go for first game and share a bit of my thoughts on how I think the game should be played, like very simplified. So basically I see the game in 2 ways, if I'm gonna very simplify it. Do we scale better than them, or are we in a timer? So either you are against the clock, you are in a timer, you need to snowball, or you just want to go late game and win the game. If I look at this draft, I see TA Troll. TA always want to play fast. Troll, it depends on the carry matchup. And then you have an Abaddon on the other team. And Abaddon definitely wants to play a slow game, at slow pace. He wants to hit timings. He needs Radi, Manta to actually do things in the game. So if you are Infamous, at the way I see at the game, the way I look at the game, you are in a timer. And if you're Beastcoast, you are okay with as long as the game draft. And from this conclusion, I decide how my team is playing. So if I am on a timer like Infamous, what I want to do is I want to take the enemy safe tower as soon as possible. I want to take the mid tower as soon as possible, so I open up the map to be able to do Roche as soon as possible. And I will be able to do more pickoffs, to remove safe farm from the Abaddon and so on. On the other hand, if I'm the Abaddon team, I want the map locked as long as possible. So as long as all the towers are up, not that it's a problem to take this tower, it's no problem, but as long as your towers are up, you are farming and scaling to the late game, and that's all you want to do. You want to farm and scale as an Abaddon. Like, you don't want to fight early, you just want to hit your Hadi timing, then hit your Manta timing. And it's a timing I've played against many times. It's really hard to beat this timing. But I think in this game with Troll and TA, they were really good to hit this timing. And I'm gonna show why, in my opinion, I think they didn't hit this timer, and what I would have changed if I was Infamous. So Lashrex not having a lane at all. Like, he just died, no TP, Walk of Shame, 0-2, Troll has 20 denies. It's a free game from for Angel, and like this is a dream game. If you wanna punish a hero that's gonna be farming till he gets ready, and you have like a dream game in a hero that can play fast as Troll, that can take towers with his passive, you really wanna capitalize on this. And you have like all the tools you need by Troll having this free lane. This is an amazing game for Troll, and the thing starts to go not so much as expected when first Gyro steals the bounty. It's super good that he steals the bounty, but then he wanna make a move to the mid lane. So instead of pressuring the Lash, he wants to go mid lane, and Lash is gonna recover in the game. So the fact that Lash can be here denying this creep, they are like losing the advantage where Lash wasn't having a game at all, and now he's gonna have a game. Mid lane gets a solo kill in the TA, and now he wants to go mid. So I don't think he should be going mid right now. He just wanna play here and make sure that Lash really doesn't have a lane, because you just wanna play with your strongest hero, and the strongest hero in the game for sure now is the Troll, which has 3k net worth, against a Lash that has 1.3, is level 3, and so on. So when Whisper manages to do this pull is when they start losing the advantage, because now the creeps will go through, and he's gonna be able to come back at levels, come back at a little bit of gold also. And here's a timer that I honestly not sure on if the Troll should rotate, because it's too early, and in the last patch I never seen a hero rotate that early. It would be the earliest rotation of the patch, I think so. But it's because you don't get these openings like at all. So you have a level 3 Whisper here. You have Mars going base without resources, without arena. You have a catapult here. Abaddon is level 4. You're gonna hit 6 with this wave. So one thing you can do, but I can't be sure it's the right move, would be just rotate here, and there's absolutely nothing that K1 can do, and they even pulled their wave. Like, you're just gonna take this tower first catapult if you move here as Troll. There's no move they can make. Maybe like Mars can TP top and throw bodies, but if he does that, he's gonna lose the mid lane for the TA. So you're like putting them on check. Like, either they lose the safe lane or either they lose the mid lane. Either like are okay, and staying here is also okay, but you should be pressuring here, and Gyro should be here pressuring this Lashrak and making sure he doesn't come back at the game. And I think this game is so much on how Troll played, because he's definitely the strongest hero at the game. And if you're the strongest hero in the game, you should never click backwards. You shouldn't be hitting the safest creeps in the map. You shouldn't be clicking backwards. And I guess from now on, or next wave on, let's see, he just starts clicking backwards. So he has 3.9k, Lash has 1.9, he's 7, Lash is 5, and he's gonna give up the lane to farm. So this is a really weird move, in my opinion. You shouldn't do this if you're the strongest hero in the game. You shouldn't like leave your other heroes trying to create chaos, trying to remove the farm from Hector while you just hit creeps in the jungle. And then he gives a free lane like for Lash and a free tower. And if you look at the time he left, Lash has 1.9k, he has, so let's say 2k, 4k, and soon Lash is gonna take this tower, and one more free wave, almost 3k gold on Lash now, and he's just like 300 ahead. So he just gave a game back to Lashrak by clicking backwards as being the strongest hero in the game. I really don't like how he played this game. So yeah, I think this was a big mistake, because then this tower is full HP, mid tower is almost full HP, and they're never able to pressure. If you look at Hector, he was 2 levels behind Troll, but this doesn't change anything at his game. He's just like hitting creeps freely, doing the best farming route he wanna have at the game. Like now he gets ganked, it's a good kill, but still like he's just back to farming. He still has his tower. He farms lane and jungle creeps, lane jungle, and they even lose the tower, I guess, without taking it. Now he's able to rotate here. He has all this area to farm because Troll is just, I don't know, clicking backwards. I really don't like how they fail to capitalize on this timing, and this really cost them the game. Also, it was still okay game on even they didn't capitalize on this on Troll, but then the Roche fight is like the final thing that happens here, where let me fast forward. So they finally take a tower. 12 dice for these. Only at 15 minutes they're taking a tower. They could have taken at 5. So this was like, and Abaddon is free farming now as he takes the tower. And he wouldn't be if he was taking this tower at 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So the Roche fight takes place a little bit later than Abaddon's Radiance. And I think they would still have this Roche. Like, they should have insisted and finished. They had max fervor stacks. This would be a really fast Roche with Meld on it. And also, but they go to the only choke point where they could have lost the game. This was really weird team fight for Infamous also. They still had the game even with all the mistakes, even without not capitalizing on it. Maybe also KXY could have gone Desolator before a dagger, so he could hit Roche before Abba gets Radiance. But this is just like, they definitely lose the game with this team fight on the worst choke point of the game. They could just freely do the Roche. And if they had punished a little bit more K1, he wouldn't have this Radiance. So yeah, it should have been an easy game for Infamous. If you look at Troll's lane, I don't get how they lost it, honestly. So that's for game 1. I think it should have been Infamous, and then game 2, I really think it should have been Beastcoast. Let's have a look at the replay. Because now I think, again, the thing that's actually on a timer is Luna. Like Luna, you're really on a timer to get Butter Satanic as fast as possible, because if you hit that timing, let's say before 27 minutes or so, you're just gonna march through their lanes and win the game. They cannot do anything to a Luna so strong that early. But I think they just lost their timings this game, and I guess it was not that easy for Hector as it was for Angel in the first game to win this match. But I would have done a few things different that would have made the difference, so he could really have the timings early. First thing is, if I'm playing against Puck or Nature's Prophet or Zeus, those are the 3 ones for sure. Then comes like Storm, Amber, Void Spirit. But if you're playing against Puck, against Nature's Prophet mid or Zeus, you need to buy Raindrop. You just buy it. Like, no matter if you're position 4, if you're hard carry, if you're offlaner, just buy it. Like, the game of Puck depends on getting those TP coils, and as long as you have Raindrop, you're gonna be safe from it. And this really slowed down Hector's game when he dies twice for Puck. So first time is gonna happen really soon. Okay, so now he's dead, which I really believe if he had a Raindrop, he might have like gotten a triple kill here. And then he TPs and just die again. And here definitely saved by a Raindrop. So if you're a hard carry playing against Puck, I would 100% of the times buy it. Let's say 90, but this is a case of the 90. Especially like you're Luna, this extra mana regen is super nice for a hero. So I see no reason for not buying it. I really think this would have made the difference with him snowballing. And then there's small details, like I believe maybe 1 second could have cost them this game, which the second is gonna happen now. If you look at the minimap, they know that Infamous is gonna take this tower, they're gonna pressure, and Whisper's kind of baiting here, even though he doesn't have any auras yet. He's super strong, he can do a lot of damage. So what they're gonna do is they shove mid lane, they smoke, and they're gonna be ready to defend this. they're gonna be super ready to defend this, while K1 farms and get his game back after the death's head. And Whisper just is not patience. Like, he missed like 1 second of patience here. So this is how their minimap looks like, and it's daytime, it's nighttime for only 2 more seconds. And he's gonna hit it before it's daytime, so he doesn't see the Bloodseeker. While his team is definitely ready to answer when he gets dived, but they need to wait more like 4 or 5 seconds to come in. So he should have just waited like daytime and plus 2 seconds here. So he is gonna press a spell here, he's gonna actually hit this creep, aggro it, but then Bloodseeker shows. They're gonna dive him and he dies without dealing damage, and he could have done so much damage here if he waits for his team to connect. This could have been like easily 4 kills for Beastcoast and a lot of space for Luna. So this just ends up with 1 kill, I believe, in exchange on a position 5 gyro, which has rank drop, by the way. Well played, my friend. And this also means that Tusk can instantly TP here and get a kill at Hector, which slows him down even more. That's the 3rd kill in 10 minutes in a Luna, and you're in a timer as a Luna. You don't want to get killed here again when farming Ancients after dying 2 times to Puck. So definitely 3 kills, totally avoidable if they change just a little bit the way they play. So rank drop would be saved from 2 kills, 1 second here would be the difference from the 3rd kill. And then I started looking like Dragonlance, what's the timing he's trying to hit here? And I don't know if I agree with the item build, but I cannot go so deep down it, besides saying from the 15 earliest pickups of Dragonlance on Luna, it has gone 114. So I don't know if I really like this Dragonlance. I don't want to like really go deep in the build, just saying if you are 114 by rushing this item, I don't think it's the best build. Like, if you take in comparison, I don't know, Mask of Madness, the earliest timings guarantees you a good game, or at least the earliest till 12 minutes give you at least 50% win rate. While if you're looking here, you're looking at like 6% win rate, which I don't think is that nice. And just, yeah. Then you go for butterfly timings. You really want to hit this butterfly timing as soon as possible. If you hit before 25 minutes, you're likely to win. If you don't hit before 25, so after 25 minutes, you're unlikely to win. So you're really on a timer when you're playing Luna. That's my understanding, at least, of the hero. This is not a hero that Hector is very famous for playing, so it was only the 10th game he had on the hero. Not that common, so I'm not sure. Like, I would really love to hear from pros about the build. I'm not a Luna player, I don't know, it's just like a coach, and I try to see patterns and what works, what not. I can't really make theories about this item as much.
Oh yeah, one more thing.
Guys, this is just an edition of my video that I forgot to say. Luna, even dying 3 times, he was actually with good net worth and they could still manage to win. They just need to capitalize at some opportunities, and this is one that I really feel Ice Frog gave them a win, but they failed to take it. So whenever the other team wants to take your tier 2 tower, you should always consider taking Roche in exchange of it. Something that helps you take this decision is the fact that you have the tier 1 tower mid and they don't. So it makes it an easier goal with you having this tower and they don't, and you're really willing to take this trade. Even so, they're not willing yet to take this trade. They really want to take kills here, and Snapfire is baiting. They fail to take Puck, like Puck already has information on them, and Ice Frogs gives them a DD. From the time I see this DD, I would just instantly move to Roche and take this Roche, and no matter if they take my tier 2, I don't want to fight here knowing that they have vision, they are waiting to fight, they want to take a fight. I don't have my Luna BKB yet, so I don't want to fight 4 against 5 here. I just want to enter Roche and get this free Roche. I think if they taken this opportunity, the big disaster, which was the Roche fight, wouldn't have happened. So 2 minutes later, they go Roche, or actually 3 minutes later, they go Roche. And that's where everything goes down for them. Yeah, it's 5k ahead for Infamous, where they could have taken this choice of trading a tier 2 tower for Roche. Yeah, that's it. Then third game, I guess third game is the most expected. So first game, I was really thinking we would see Infamous win. Second game, I thought we would see Beastcoast. Third game, I could see like this Jugger doing the famous 1 versus 9 on the late game. And then again, you're on a timer, and just out of curiosity, I also opened, like, I want to see till what time does PL wins against Jugger. I couldn't find on Dispatch. Dispatch, Jugger is 7-0 against Jugger. Sorry. Jugger is 7-0 against PL, and yeah, the matches, they're somehow even in the team levels. Like you have a Liquid Alliance here, RNG is better than SAG. You have some nice games, Infamous, Beastcoast, to have a look at. And so I think this game, they really need to pressure these Juggernauts so it doesn't come to this ultra late game where the, let's say, PL with Tarask, you hit it between 25-28 minutes. You are basically unkillable, but you need to really snowball on that, because if you hit, let's say, 40 minutes, the Jugger just kill all of you and you can't deal with the hero anymore. So they were kind of on a timer, and I think this game is just one smaller mistake, and it's a bit simpler, I guess. I don't want to overextend on this game, because this game, I think, like, the obvious happened, which is Jugger winning. But just something I see Beastcoast should have played better again in catapult timing. So they are diving here with 4 heroes just before the catapult timings. So let's say if this is happening while there's a catapult hitting this tower instead of just the range creep, they would have taken this tower by just creating chaos here. So they were 30 seconds earlier. They should have waited for this catapult. And they really want to take towers with the Lash. They want to make map pressure with the Lash. And they go a bit earlier. They don't wait for the catapult. They are going to also overextend here. And this already costs this kind of snowball Lash should be doing in the map. Like, Lash was having a really great game. I guess he was top net worth before he dies, or very close to. Yeah, he was top net worth. Like, you don't want to overextend here, but especially you want to have a catapult hitting here and maybe here while you do this. Because they're going to overextend, lose the fight, and when Lash is back, his catapult is about to be gone, and the mid catapult has also died. So if you don't put pressure on this 10 minutes catapult, means Jugger has more 5 minutes to free farm his Battle Fury, and you really, let's say, you're not gonna be able to punish his timings, so you can't capitalize that much on PL's timings. Yeah, this is just a much simpler game where Jugger just carries everything. So that's my point of view on the games. I hope I've said something useful for you guys that you could learn a little bit. Also, I'm not saying everything is just plain true. It's a theory I have about Dota. You can definitely say something different. I can learn with you in the comments. But I really see that the teams, the South American teams, even we seem to play aggressive. Some carries in our region, they just love hitting creeps. As what I think is what happened with Troll. He was just too strong. He could just keep clicking forward, but he went backwards, and this made them lose the game on game 1. Game 2, I think they really managed to punish the Luna right with Infamous, and maybe it was too greedy to not buy the raindrop. And yeah, game 3, the obvious happened. I hope you guys liked the video. I'm gonna try to bring more videos in English. I don't know how often, like the last one was almost 2 months ago, but as long as I see something useful and I think it's worth sharing, I will. So yeah, the games in South America are very high level. Those were great games. I'm saying the mistakes, but there were very few, as you can see, which made the difference. They're definitely good games to watch. Good teams playing. Like Thunder just lost to No Ping, and Thunder just made top 6 at Major. Infamous just beat Beastcoast. So yeah, make sure to check it out. Thank you guys. Bye.